In today's episode, we're in surround sound. I mean, around the sound. South Sound? The Puget Sound.
I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
Welcome back to No Ordinary Path. I'm Kristen, and I'm being pulled along by Cinder right now. This is our last night in the Pacific Northwest, and we are spending it by checking out the Puget Sound one last time. Now, our plans were to come during the day. However, we had some issues today. We had to go get all the cars maintenanced, and that's okay because now we get to enjoy the sunset. All right, I gotta stop talking like this because literally Cinder is pulling me along. There is an off-leash beach here, and she cannot wait to go run free. We thought we'd take you around the sound on this episode. We have really enjoyed finding some little beaches and stuff around this area, and we're on the southern end because John's job was in Puyallup, as you know. So all of these are on the southern tip of the sound. All right, guys, are we ready?
I knew you'd say that.
I know. Everybody ready?
Yeah!
What are we going to do?
We're going to look for sand dollars and crabs and moon snails.
Yes!
Clams
And clams. And
some sort of animal.
we are going tide pooling today. We're so excited. We're going to go check out Dash Point State Park. It is a mostly sandy beach, one of the few sandy beaches on the Puget Sound.
Yep.
We've heard that there's a sand dollar bed there. And so we have been learning about sand dollars this morning on YouTube and checking out Dash Point and all the things that you can find at low tide, which is in 40 minutes. So we got to get going.
Oh, and yes, smash that subscribe button, guys.
You ready to go hunt some crabs? Okay, we made it to Dash Point. We got Cinder with us.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Erin's pulling our beach toys in our chair.
Wow.
We are going to go check out this beach. This is a Washington State Park. A day pass was $10, or you can get an annual pass for $30. So I went for the annual.
The moon snail shell.
You think?
What is this?
Oh, that's a clam. That's so cool.
And I'm gonna find stuff here.
You are going to find some amazing stuff here.
Fun.
I know. So many treasures to find. And this one we know is not alive because on the underside it does not have any of the furry little tentacle things that help
That
it.
one does.
This one does, you're right. This one is kind of on the verge, but this one definitely has them.
Can we go wash this off?
Yeah. What are all those dark things?
Those are dollars. Sand dollars.
Sand dollars.
This one is alive because he's got furs,
Yep.
right? And
What did the furs help him do?
furs help him move because
Let's flip him over so he can move again. It helps him crawl along the sand.
help him crawl on the sand.
Cool.
All of your treasures.
You have so many treasures.
If you hold a live sand dollar too much, you
Oh my
get
God.
yellow hands and nobody knows how long
It won't hurt
stings.
you though. It won't
Yeah,
hurt you.
it's not gonna hurt you.
It just stains them yellow.
Oh, my lip.
Dash Point gets a 5-star rating from us. This was so much fun. I think we'll definitely be back here. Seriously, I think the kids could play here all day long, and they would be completely content to dig in the sand and find their treasures and build sand castles and play in the water. And we even forgot our swimsuits today.
You gotta come here!
We even forgot our well, we didn't forget our swimsuits. I thought that this was going to be more rocky. I was preparing myself for more rocky, and so it was going to be more about discovering things than swimming. But next time we come, we'll be fully clothed in our swimsuits so that they can swim. The water's actually warm. You ready to go play? You ready to go play? Here we go. Okay. The birds are eating our food. Thanks, Chloe. It's a team effort. These boys are serious.
I'm almost done, guys.
We also went to Nooksack State Park, which is not on the Sound, but so worth showing you because it was a lot of fun also, and our kids are like fish, so they thoroughly enjoyed getting the raft out there. We're here at Nooksack State Park, and the kids are having a blast. There is so many people here. It's a Saturday. I would maybe suggest coming during the week, but this poor fur baby just wants to go swim and play in the water, but there's too many people and the leash laws are strict. So for now, she'll just have to hang with me, and I know she's very upset about that. Bummed I didn't get this on video, but you see our wagon down here? Well, Ethan leaned on it a little bit and the wheel turned just in the right direction and it just went straight down into the water. And this nice gentleman stopped it from completely submerging, but it was, I mean, it was at least, like the whole front of it was underwater. But guess what? It's waterproof. Nothing inside the wagon is wet. Didn't get to finish filming last night at the beach because my phone went out, my camera went out, but that's okay. Okay, a little bit further down then, Dash Point is Point Defiance, and Point Defiance was interesting. It is a very beautiful area, but it's extremely busy. At least all the times that we went there, it was really busy. There is a zoo there. We didn't visit the zoo, but they do have a really cool dog park. So Cinder was in love, and we went there a couple of times with Cinder just so she could roam around in the trees. Maybe we need to come back in the middle of the week because this was awful on a Sunday. I don't do well with crowds, especially by myself with the kids and managing the dog today. It was awful. We went to Owen Beach. It was completely and utterly crowded. And then we drove by the splash pad in Ruston Point, and it was crowded. The kids were like, no, I don't want to go there.
At the dog park for smooch.
Yeah, the dog park was nice. Just can't do the crowds. I don't know if I'm getting old. I just don't want to do the crowds. I don't have any desire to do it. They're not fun. It's not fun managing all the things, and the kids don't think it's fun, and the dog doesn't think it's fun. Even the dog has like anxiety around crowds, probably feeding off of me. Maybe we'll try it again another time. What you doing there?
Yeah, just hang out. Yeah.
Cinder went back for more pets. They also had this really cool like bridge that goes to Ruston Point, which is another area right by Point Defiance that is really popular. It's a bunch of shops and stuff, not really our jam, so we didn't hang out there, but the bridge over there is super cool, and there's like chutes and ladder bridges off of it. Really fun. It's chutes and ladders, like slides off of it, which is pretty cool. There, if you go a little bit further south on the Sound, you'll run into Chambers Bay, which is where we were at last night. And Chambers Bay is a golf course actually, but there is a regional park and a pedestrian like bridge that you can walk across to a off-leash beach, which was so much fun for Cinder. A little cool pedestrian bridge that goes over the top of the train tracks so that you can access the beach, and there's a train coming, so we gotta wait. I don't know. It's right there! That's a fast looking train! I was gonna head back down to the beach, but the kids are having too much fun on whatever these structures are. I think this used to be some kind of industrial park. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. It's a reclaimed rock quarry, so it was like a gravel pit before it was ever a park, and they've left some of the huge concrete structures up, which were really neat to see. Finally, on the southernmost part of the Sound that we explored, it was Chloe's birthday adventure. Olympia was a pretty special day. We tried to see the salmon on another trip and we missed them, but this is the time of year to see the salmon swim upstream and lay their eggs in the fresh water coming out of the ocean, which is really cool. What we do in our family for birthdays is the kids get like a couple little things, but then they get to choose a day for whatever they want to do with the family. So for Miss Chloe's birthday, she chose donuts, of course. And then we went to a science museum that was totally hands-on for the kiddos. Very awesome science place. And it was free. So if you're in the Olympia area, like, go check it out with your kids. It's right next to the Children's Museum, which does have a cost, but I hear that that's really fun too. We did a picnic at the park and it started pouring, but that's okay, it was super fun. And we did a jumpaline place. You know, when we were kids, we had like leaps and bounds and they were like little tubes that you would crawl into. Like nowadays, it's all trampoline parks, which suits my kids just fine. They love it. And let's be honest, John and I have fun there too.
Happy birthday to you.
Don't burn me.
Happy birthday, dear Chloe. Happy birthday to you.
Uh-oh. Watch your hair.
You gotta get them all out in one blow, honey.
Come on,
last one.
Don't burn yourself. Oh gosh. Yay! hope you've enjoyed this episode of the surround sound. I hope it gives you some ideas on where you can visit on the southern tip of the Puget Sound. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we have our last Pacific Northwest episode, and the week after that will be our wrap-up of this entire contract. Because we are setting off today on a 17-day trip between here and our next contract, I will not have as much time to edit, and so we are going to postpone our Real Talk Tuesday for this coming week, but we will have an episode and maybe some bloopers if I get to them. All right, thanks for joining us.